Joe Misty, huh? What's up, boys? What's up, fellas? What's up? Yeah. Man, that was a long trip. I know you miss me. I know you miss me. Good to be home, but that was a hell of a trip. What y'all been up to, huh? Nothing like the smell of a good bunghole. Man, it was a hell of a trip. Y'all want to hear about my trip? Huh? What about y'all? Y'all want to hear about my trip? All right. Let's get into it. All right, we are on the road. First off, big thank you to Chase and Keith for having me on this epic pick. Got to stop, Little Rock, get some coffee. Cool little spot, good breakfast sandwiches, great coffee. Highly recommend this place if you're in the area. Caught a great sunrise on our way to Memphis. Moving into Memphis, you got to catch the city, right? You got to catch the skyline, got to catch the pyramid itself. It's just a must, right? If you're going to have it in a video, it's a must. So, and then next stop is Nashville. Getting into Nashville, we're going to stop at Southern Crest, where Keith had to have this milk, foamy kind of beer, creamy, whatever that you're supposed to chug. Did it like a champ. Now we're following Thomas. Met up with Thomas, cool ass dude, on our way to the Airbnb to drop off our stuff. Again, just some more shots of the stadium, city, just on our way to drop off our stuff. We have made it to the B&B, drop off our luggage, stretch our legs a little bit, sit there and talk with Thomas, and he takes us over to Nashville Barrel Company, where we meet the guys there, get to speak with them a little bit. Really awesome place, awesome group of folks over there. As you'll see, they'll let us, we didn't expect anything, but they let us actually thieve some from the barrel, which again, just really, really cool dudes. Didn't have to do, and it was very, very tasty. You'll see some video of some barrels that they're working on that I'm quite interested in, especially the rum, not the tequila. And this last barrel that you'll see, I'm really interested in. Yep, that's the one. All right, now he takes us out back. Again, just very hospitable. Some more barrels that's being aged, so we get to taste a little bit.
All right, guys. Y'all ever stole whiskey from a barrel before? Once. Steal it. Get back down me, boy. Bring out your now, bring your glass over here.
You got to stay upright, little Keith.
Oh, look at the color. Smell like candy.
All right, back at the B&B, we'll take you on a little bit of a tour. The third floor is where my room was. Again, didn't like all the stairs, but it was a cool floor, had its own living space. Nice little view. You also get to see the rooftop above. I'll take you out on that. I'll show you the second floor where Keith and Chase, that's where their rooms were. And of course, finally the first floor. This place was really, really nice and highly recommend it, especially for the view. Oh, this is trouble. This is trouble. I'll play a little piano tonight. Funny story about that piano. I got down to the bottom of the steps and I heard one note go ting. One note. It was unmistakable. I wasn't the only one. Chase heard it as well. I went up there. We kind of thought Keith was screwing with us, but that was not the case at all. He swears I'm down. It wasn't him. I go upstairs just to try and see if I can duplicate it, see if it made the same sound. It wasn't plugged in. So take that for what you will. Oh, for the blinds and shit? Yeah, that's nice. I like that damn range. All right, Thomas took us to one of his favorite places for some wings and some chicken fingers. Fantastic. Man, it was good. Fries were awesome. Really liked the sauces that they had. But yeah, nice little spot, only a few blocks away. So we walked there, stretched our legs a little bit, had some good food. Got a little storm moving in as we're hanging out back. Didn't really come over us, but it stayed off in the distance. But it was cool to see, and we just kind of watched it. Now comes the whiskey house. Like I said, only about a
Whiskey house.
block, maybe a couple blocks away.
World's most open bottles.
Yep, world's most open bottles, whether it's Dusty's, whatever. So the members here, and I will note that nothing about the outside of it lets you know this is what it is. So it's a private group. The members contribute the bottles. If you go with a member, big shout out and thank you to Patrick. He'll be in the video later. He'll be showing us the guest book. He also was with us at Miss Mary Bobo's in Lynchburg and with us on the pick. But if you go there as a guest, they recommend you take a bottle or two to kind of donate to the house. You don't have to. But again, there was just bottles for days, and you'll see that. And it's really hard to decide what you want to drink, what you want to pour of. And of course, you got to ask the member, and they'll pour it for you. But it's because as soon as you find something, you see something else, and it's really tough to try and figure out what you want to drink. But there was some really, really awesome people there, some awesome pours. And again, you'll just see the bottles just go for days. And see, I'm doing all this, I'm filming all this, but I guarantee you there's probably some things that I missed. I didn't even get on camera. Later on, I get introduced to Masik. Really awesome dude. But here in a minute, you'll get to. And later on, speaking of looking at those Koi Hills, we tried a 155 Koi Hill. It was really good, but I like my lower proof. I like my 139.9 better than the 155. Even though it was good, I liked it a little bit. You get more flavor when it's a little bit lower proof, and it's kind of funny to say 139.9 is lower proof, but it is what it is. Whiskey Thief.
Okay. Yeah, Grace got one, and I just poured a bunch of crap out of the locker.
Ooh, what you got in your locker? I know you've got Old Carter, you've got the Bowman single barrel, which I tried to sip last night. It's very good.
I've got Shanks.
Oh, I want to try the Shanks because I have the 2023.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I don't have the Shanks.
Okay.
Anybody need a Glen? Anybody? And this place just goes on and on and on. Even in the doorway. Even in the doorway.
Yeah, I would love to. Just let me know. Absolutely. Cool. Sounds good. Hey guys, good to see you. Yeah, guys.
Come on, Andrew. First time with this or what?
You guys got a music reference? Because I just throw some house on all of it. Yeah. 16 years old, proof.
Thereabouts.
Who was it? Not Travis Hammond. The gentleman at Travis City.
Dude, you're killing our vibe with your bullshit
Alright, I got you. I got you. These are fucking.
I'm getting ready to make
These
out.
are 70, 80-year-old dudes from England. Check this shit out.
Yes, man.
He's trying to start the Bible. So.
That's crazy. Tell me if you ever heard these guys. Nope. 70-year-old. 70-something-year-old white dudes from England. Get the fuck out.
Dead serious.
Way. No. Alright, I'm fucking emphasizing.
Anybody ready for church?
Yo, they slaying, dude.
And it's hilarious. Like again, it's got pews and rows, almost like it's a church. But again, like I said, it just goes on and on and on.
They're like older than the
This place was insane.
I've got some Beyond Duplication down here.
He brought some PCL or he brought some Bolt Scout. Oh yeah.
That Beyond Duplication was fantastic. And this is, I think here in a second, you'll get to see Mosick coming in hot with a bottle chug of his own, which
right
I
on the
put a
Oklahoma
short of that
border.
on my channel.
About midway of the state.
So it's based South Central,
Yeah, it's about.
Southwest, South Central.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I brought some
It's just due
Duplication 89.
due west Little Rock, 2 hours.
Okay.
Old Crow Traveler. Nice. Well, I've got a boss
One of the newer ones, right?
You got this little outdoor area. Let's see some steps. Where these steps go to? Sorry, it's dark. So they come out here, smoke cigars, watch fireworks. Over this oh shit. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Myself all night.
No shit. Yeah, they do. As you can see, it's pretty much very similar view to what we have at the Airbnb. So it just shows you that it's only a couple blocks down. And here's Mosick. Now, they don't condone it, but he knows the guy he's FaceTiming, and he okayed it. So. And that in the picture was also a guy that met Mike Berger. He was really cool dude. He was hilarious. We happened to catch a little bit of lightning there.
I don't know where you stand.
I'm sorry.
But you know where I stand now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, that's cool.
2 thumbs up and a slap on the ass. I love it. Liquor in the front, poker in the rear.
That's the guest book we got to sign there at the bottom. It was cool. And it's the next morning, so good morning. Today is the pick day. First, we need to go have some breakfast, get some coffee in us. This place was outstanding with the breakfast. I'm just gonna say it. For me, if I go to, that's the only place I'm going for breakfast there. Now we're on our way to Miss Mary Bobo's, which is now used to be a boarding house. Obviously, years and years ago. And you pass by the Jack Daniels Visitor Center and Distillery and all that stuff. But this place is really cool. You want some good southern food. I hadn't had a lot of this stuff since my nanny had passed away. So it was really cool. You go there, they have individual dining rooms for your party. You have your own dining room with your own, what would you say, hosts that sit there and they tell you all about the history of Miss Mary Bobo's and how it's linked with Jack Daniels, which now owns Miss Mary Bobo's. But we're going to our dining room. You're passing all these other dining rooms, so you'll get to see that and a little bit of our host. She was fantastic. She was awesome. I just kept thinking about my nanny the whole time she talked while I was eating this fantastic food. Man, the fried chicken was unbelievable, and the whiskey apples were fantastic. Oh, and I'd like to note that it's on this huge Lazy Susan, so you just spin around, get what you want, and it's almost like your own private buffet. When a dish is getting empty, they come bring you more, as much as you want to eat. And the sweet tea was on point.
Where Fanny?
Fanny right here.
Oh.
Yeah, they're in Fanny. This is Fanny.
One of these rooms into a dining room. We have 9 dining rooms. We can feed over 100 people per seating. You guys are our first group today. We have another group coming in one. Tomorrow we have 3 seatings. We're open 7.
We're all trying to let our food settle, and then bam, Thomas shows up. Now it's on. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Now we're on our way to Jack Daniels. We got a little bit of time to kill before our private tour and then the pick. So we just kind of hung out at the visitor center, see if they had anything that dropped. Nothing. We were hoping for some Coy Hill, not so much. Nothing that you're not going to find on your own elsewhere, whatever. So nothing there that had to have, unfortunately. But I include some video of the visitor center, some pictures. You can stop, pause it on these pictures. You want to read it, do what you will. We're out there just killing time. The weather was beautiful. Couldn't ask for better weather for the whole trip, really, to be honest with you. But especially for this day, it was absolutely perfect. But let y'all enjoy it and try and give you our perspective and try and give you that vibe we all felt that day. thought it was cool they had that Frank Sinatra, their stuff there right before we went out to start our tour. I like Frank Sinatra, so. And this was outside the visitor center. I just took a little walk on my own. Thought it was real scenic, real pretty, so went out there to kind of check out the little creek that's right there. Alright, this is where we took our group picture that you'll see later on in the video. We took it in front of all these barrels. So some other guys in the group, knew they did. I didn't know they did that, but it was a nice little surprise, and the photo was free. So I thought it was really nice of them that they could have charged a little extra, but they didn't. And the photo was free.
Can't sit here. Nope.
Facilities are insane. Yeah, look, Moore County's got a really nice high school too. The tax money in this county.
I'm just going to take a second. Jed, our tour guide, was awesome. Probably just really fantastic. A lot of information, laid back, very cool. I would have loved, to be able to video and take pictures inside these rick houses and some other facilities. Couldn't do it, but I tried to do the best I can. But again, just trying to capture how vast this place is, and the level that they put the product out is just insane.
What's it, 6 years old? What the fuck, Dad? 24-year-old.
Every day you talk about Jack Daniels.
He moved out at 6. Well, you taking so long?
Surprised to know they use alcohol.
Complimentary Jack Daniels lemonade, frozen lemonade. That was very nice to have along this little walk we had. Really good. Just again trying to capture scenery best I could. And if y'all want to make a drinking game out of this, anytime I say insane, y'all take a shot.
We moved it all the way across the street. Yeah, Jack made a whiskey today right around the corner. We're making a whiskey behind the white style in the curve of the road. The boiler thing's broke. We're not trying to fix it. Absolutely. They may have to move across that deep little street and there's never any damage. So Mr. Green didn't come up here with Jack. I don't know why tour guides normally don't say anything. That's the last bit of visible history we have from Jack and George being here. Y'all seen limestone rock? It's supposed to look like that. Right. Not like that black discoloration up there. I know, right? That's great. Y'all are a bunch of repeat offenders. I gotta give y'all more information.
We love it.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
So back in the 1800s, there was no such thing as refrigeration. The only way you were going to recondense alcohol vapor back into a liquid is spring water. Look, that's more spring water coming out of any hole.
Not proportional.
Now we're headed into Jack's original or only office. And you'll see on this picture of everyone on the porch at this same office. So it was really nice, kind of go back in time. For the most part, it was original. Everything left the way it was. Obviously some pictures added, things like that, but for the most part, left the way it was.
The fact is, we're like George's brother. Yeah. Yeah, if you know anything about, that time period, a lot of people would have been upset, but when the big guy in town says there's not a problem with this, there's no problem with it.
Zero problem.
There's no problem with it. And he's also, George is sitting on the position of the right, which is the authority. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's I wasn't told. See, I wasn't told this.
In the military, he walks in, Lim's not here, so he spun the lock all by himself and forgot the combination all by himself. Yeah, he just kept spinning that lock, thinking it was going to jog his memory, and it never happened.
Wow.
Yeah, he got so mad that 1,600-pound safe wouldn't open. The Jack hauls off, puts a boot into the thing, and broke his big toe in his left foot. He snapped it clean and waited 6 months. Gangrene set up in Jack's big toe. He kicked it in 1905. He died from blood poisoning in 1911. Wow. That is the actual safe that killed Jack Dane.
Now, how wild is that? Kick the safe, months later you die because of gangrene. That's crazy. But again, if y'all want to pause it, reading this, by all means do that. I didn't want to make the clips for the pictures too long, but some really, really cool stuff in there. Moving on to the grain bins. Again, I would love to have videoed in there, but you couldn't. So, but this place is massive.
We've seen a decline of about 20% of our farmers to stop getting grain. It's not because
Here's where we'll head in and watch a short little video. Just a little overall video of Jack Daniels, and to kind of sum everything up. When we're done here, we'll move on to the barrel pick. Oh, forgot about this. These are all the plaques of everyone, whether it's individual, group, store, whatever, that has done a barrel pick. Their plaque is up there. There was a bunch. Bottling line, things that everyone's either they're mandatory breaks or lunch, whatever. But this day, if you pay attention to the picture coming at the end, they were bottling the bourbon barrel proof. Now, finally, to the barrel pick. Those were our 3 barrels that we had to choose from. All of these were fantastic. All 3. There was a clear winner, and that was the second barrel, the middle barrel, which was barrel A, was unanimous winner for us all. 1 and 3, it was pretty much split between the group. In order for us to decide, we all left the room, had Jed blind 1 and 3. We didn't know which was which. Come back, and it turned out to be barrel 3 ended up being our second barrel that was able to be purchased. It was again, all of these were fantastic.
That's what she said.
Yeah, harder. There you go. There it is.
The barrel I'm working on right there, that was barrel A, the one that was unanimous.
So pull your face back.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Here, I'll hold
Keep smacking.
I'll hold
Keep
it
smacking.
first.
One more.
There. I can hold it
Get
first.
on out of there. Get on out of there, girl.
He's just not used to handling anything that big.
Watch your nose. There you go.
Don't move the bottle to this, okay? So I'll let y'all handle all the whiskey. Do it. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
That one on the end is reminds me of double mint gum.
Oh, real minty, huh?
It's got a mint.
Look, if you pick it, we'll top it off before you leave. Just set it right there in front of the barrel.
Do this one while we're at it, dude? Okay, go ahead. Here, I'll hold your ball for you. Let it rip, tater chest.
Like I said, they had Jed had to blind barrels 1 and 3 for us to have a unanimous pick on the second barrel. But again, all of them fantastic barrels.
I'm gonna hand out the bottles for y'all to pour. So you're pouring your first one on the left. Okay? That's right, your left.
Your left.
So
You're right, my left.
Your left, right?
Yeah, what?
you're pouring it right there. Right. Yeah, and that's why we have to thief so much.
Mosik had to have a little photo shoot with us, which we all greatly appreciate. It was really cool of him to take pictures and photos of all of us, and then we got to sign the barrel, some info on the barrels, and group photo on the bus, photo on the bus. Now, on the way back to the B&B, just a small little town, War something. I can't remember what the hell it was called. My apologies. It was War something. But we had to get dinner that night. Peg leg, porker. Really good barbecue. I'm a barbecue fan, so of course, I was stoked about going here. But long line, move quick though, but really, really cool spot. Some really, really good food. How do you end a barrel pick night? You go have a few pours and just unwind. This is the last video from the last night. Right before I go to bed, just one more video. And good morning again. Coffee time. Before we hit the road, this place was huge. Huge coffee shop. I mean, it had other stuff goes on there. It had a bar on the other end, a little spot for some live music. Barista Parlor, I believe is the name. So some really good coffee, an awesome sandwich. I didn't include the picture of the sandwich, but it's on my social media. Anyway, really, really good place. I highly recommend it. thanks to everyone who was there. Loved meeting all of you. Thanks again to Chase, to Keith. We'll see y'all soon.